Oh.
Is
There's
that
two
good?
video cards SLI'd. There are two video cards SLI'd. So basically, what you're doing, you're using two graphical processors to output to one monitor. So yeah, her dual cards kick the snot out of mine.
So she's got the shampoo and conditioner effect?
Mm-hmm. At the same time.
I feel pretty darn important.
All right, well, let's get the show started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Controller Throwers podcast. This is episode number 81 for Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. Hello, everybody. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Mr. Kurt.
Yep.
And Mr. Brian.
Yep.
And Ms. Sherry.
Meep.
All right, it's going to be one of
The
these
best
shows.
I got.
How's everybody's Thanksgiving?
Oh,
Very,
turkey.
Very Thanksgiving-y.
Very Thanksgiving-y. Nice.
You know, people over, stuff in your face, having cold turkey sandwiches. That's what I had for lunch today.
Oh.
I had a cold turkey sandwich on white bread with mayo. Oh,
Nice.
so good.
Nice. So if somebody's like obsessed and eating turkey so that it becomes an addiction. So what do they call it if that person just stops immediately their addiction to turkey eating? Would they call that? Would they call it cold turkey?
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey? I don't know. I don't know. I'll just shut up and go right into the news.
Can we just restart the show because that was just
Never. I ain't editing that much. I gotta go to sleep right after this. All right, so Nintendo announced that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has the best pre-sale numbers of any Smash Bros. Game. Not only that, but it also has the highest pre-sale numbers of any Switch game. This is a very impressive feat, as just last week Nintendo made another announcement that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee sold over 3 million units in its first week. So in case you were wondering, the top 3 best-selling Switch games are, in order, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Sherry's shaking her head. She's not a Smash person.
No. I'm shaking my head because I really just can't believe that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has really held in place on our charts. And because
Really?
I love Mario Kart. Don't get me wrong. I love me Mario Kart. But I have Mario Kart 8 on the Wii. So I'm not going to rebuy it for the Switch. And it just boggles my mind that so many people have either bought that and then bought it again for the Switch, or I guess they just didn't have it for the Wii U, and I guess that's why they bought it on the Switch. But just for a game that was just released recently, and they just like revamped it and then threw it out there again, and I just can't believe that it's selling as well as it is, I guess. That's all.
But it's in HD.
Yeah, but it's got the same cart, the same tracks, the same characters that I just spent $60 on.
But it's HD.
It's more HD. I think it was 7. It was at the very least it was 720 on the Wii U.
Yeah, but
And now it's 1080.
that's my answer.
That is what you call a winning argument.
I guess so.
When Sherry goes, just stop.
This is why we really got to push our YouTube channel, because when we can have an entire thing called Sherry's Reviews, and she just holds up a game and just goes, and you don't even know if it's good or bad.
Right. And you just have to make the assumption.
You know
yourself.
what? I'm making that the title of this week's episode.
Good luck spelling it.
Yeah. Only Sherry knows, and she'll never tell.
Yeah. But this is pretty crazy, especially we're still like 2 weeks out from Smash. And considering how popular the Switch has been and that a lot of games have been doing well, I agree with Sherry. In the chat. Well, look good. Yeah,
Thank you, Vash.
But that's, and especially, it's up there with Odyssey, Kart, and Legend of Zelda. And not only that, but like being more popular potentially than the Pokemon game, which was huge.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Was there a Smash for the Wii U?
Yes.
Yes.
It was called Smash Wii U.
Really?
Thought long and hard about that one.
Yeah, they thought really. They basically, no, that's what it was called. It was like Super Smash Brothers for Wii U.
Yeah.
Or Wii U, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait, man. It's got Simon Belmont in it. Come on. The only way I'd be more excited if it had Bub and Bob in it from Bubble Bobble.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But yeah, it's got Simon Belmont. It's got Bayonetta. You're a fan of Bayonetta.
Oh, I know, but she was in the Wii U one.
Okay.
So...
Well, it's got King K. Rool.
Isn't Michelle the one that's more into Bayonetta?
she's a big Bayonetta fan. Yeah. I picked it up but I haven't played it yet.
By the way, just so you know, I am kicking you off the podcast by rolling your eyes at the mention of Simon Belmont. You're just like, you're like, whatever. Castlevania, more like Castlevania.
No, it's just that like that's not enough to get me to get this game. Like I'm really not excited about it. I'm so sorry, but I'm just not excited about Smash at all.
That's all right, as long as you apologized.
At least Sherry didn't do like the woman side when you said it, because that would have just cut you like a knife.
Yeah,
I'm saving that for later.
Okay, saving that for the retrospective.
No, that's for NPD.
Oh yeah,
the woman's side is reserved for NPD.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's pretty impressive. We got 2 weeks left to go. I'll definitely do some streaming of it because I think I'm the only one that's going to be picking it up. So awesome.
Well, speaking of other things that I'm not thrilled about, oh my gosh, I know.
Man, I am really kicking you off this. If anybody would like to be the fourth member of the Controller Throwers podcast, see, that's why I didn't get these new business cards printed.
But see, if we do replace her, it needs to be with another female.
I can wear a wig.
Yeah, Brian can wear a wig.
Right,
He's got voices.
Anywho,
yeah, he's seen Mrs. Doubtfire a bunch of times. He'll do. All right, I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
During a Legend of Zelda concert in Osaka, Zelda series producer Eiji Aonuma appeared on stage and said the following: "We know what you are thinking. Skyward Sword on Switch, right?" The audience naturally applauded this comment, but Aonuma would not give any further information. With Nintendo normally being a pretty strong presence at the Game Awards, is it possible that we'll see a surprise announcement next week? All right, so here's why I'm not digging this. I was not a big fan of Skyward Sword, for one, when it originally came out. For them to re-release it on the Switch, I'm getting kind of tired of, hey, we had an awesome game like 5 years ago. Let's remake it and make another $60 off these gullible people. That's just kind of how I feel about it. Like, I loved Twilight Princess, and I loved the fact that they gave you the amiibo, but I didn't buy it because I've already played the game. Like, why do I need to spend another $60 and rebuy it? The only reason I bought Wind Waker, the re-release of Wind Waker, was because I didn't have it the first time. I know, I didn't have a GameCube. My brother had a GameCube.
Did you at least get through and beat it?
No, I played a little bit of it.
ending?
No.
Oh my God! You've got to play through that. You've got to see that ending.
I know. It's this classic story of Sherry plays game, Sherry buys new game, Sherry plays new game, Sherry forgets about old game, and it's just a vicious cycle.
So, oh my God!
Can I be devil's advocate here for a second? No. So. You just said that the only reason why you bought that is because you didn't have it for the original system.
Right.
So what about the generation that's not us, that's younger than us, that never had the privilege to play these games and now that they're actually able to play the games. Like I have somebody that I work with that her parents are like pretty much like our age or if not a little bit older.
Okay.
But they remember like that 80s/90s, that whole era of movies, culture, video games, and everything else. And when I was talking to her about like some of that stuff, she's like, oh my God. She's like, yeah, my parents have talked about that. I'm like, why haven't you seen this or why haven't you played it? And she's like, well, I don't know, but my parents talk about it. I'm like, you need to go out and play this, or you need to go out and see this movie or whatever. It's just, I think that's why they're making these.
But then
like
why
that.
not just play the original?
Because they don't have this
You don't have the
stuff
system?
to do it. They don't have the console to do it.
That's garbage. What about the? Go ahead.
I just want to say, because I actually agree with both of you on this one.
Okay.
So instead of, because I agree with Kurt, because the older generations or the younger generations, they have no idea what these older games are all about.
Okay.
But why, instead of just re-releasing them and repaying a $60 for this game, why don't you just put that on your Nintendo Network or whatever it's called, or your
Virtual
PlayStation
console.
Network?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Why do you have to re-release these games? Well, of course, yes, it's a Zelda game. It's going to sell. It's going to make them money.
Right.
But the whole point is you want the other generation. You want other people to play, or you even want to relive playing it again. I mean, there's old games on old systems that I would buy again.
That's true.
I bought Resident Evil 4 like 4 or 5 times already. You know, PlayStation 360 and the PS4. So 3 times. No, I'm sorry, not PlayStation. I'm sorry, GameCube, 360, and PS4. So I bought on all 3 systems. But why do you have to re-release it? Why not just be part of the networks that you're trying to sell?
Right. I would be much more apt to purchase it again if it was on the virtual console or some sort of virtual library and at a discount. I'm not paying $60 for it, but maybe $20, $25. Yeah, I'll throw some money to relive it and play it again if it's one of my favorites. But yeah, I don't think that you should throw it out there as a hard copy for another $60.
If that's the case too, then wait 6 months and it'll be down to $25. You use the GameStop anyway.
That's true. That's true, but I think that that's what they should do instead of, they should try to grow that network, their online, network. Mm-hmm. My opinion.
Okay.
Mike doesn't want to chime in
Mike
on that?
is so, yeah.
Because he hasn't said a word on it. I've said my piece, and everybody else has, and Mike's like, he's like tiptoeing back.
Mike is holding back a lot of rage right now.
So here's my thoughts on it. I'm with Sherry in saying that Skyward Sword is right up there with Adventure of Link, with my most aggravating Legend of Zelda experiences. Adventure of Link because it's one of the hardest games of all time.
Yes.
And Skyward Sword because I'm flailing around with the Wii remotes and I don't even know what I'm doing and I keep having to reset. If Nintendo releases Skyward Sword HD with updated non-motion controls, I will spend the money. I will get it. That would definitely make me consider it. If they revamp it. It and say, you do not need to, there's no waggle. This? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then yes. Because I played it up till the first time that I fought, I forgot what the guy's name, the main boss in the game, Varus or something. I don't know what his name was. Girahim? Was that his name? And I was trying to block his attacks and stuff, and I just couldn't do it. I'm like, Varus is the bald dude from Game of Thrones, so never mind.
You were fighting that guy? Wow.
Yeah. That'd be awesome if he was in it. Him and his little birdies. So I would pick that up if that was the case. So let's throw predictions out there. Will Nintendo announce, so knowing with the Game Awards, Reggie has a very close relationship with Jeff Keighley. It's been ever since that, since it was Game Trailers TV back on Spike. So they announced Breath of the Wild and they showed the first gameplay footage on the Game Awards. So, do you think Nintendo will announce Skyward Sword HD, yay or nay? Kurt?
Nay.
Nay? Okay. Brizzle?
Yay.
Sherry?
I mean, it's possible. No.
Then I'm going to go
No.
yay. So it's me and Brian versus Kurt and Sherry. All right. So yeah, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on the for the Game Awards. Speaking of which, it's next Thursday, so we should do like a viewing party with like in Discord or something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, I was late for that one.
Better late than never.
Right? Okay, in other announced but not announced news, 20th Century Fox has trademarked Alien Blackout as a title for a computer game disc software, namely game software. To further add fuel to the flame, Twitter accounts have discovered matching the name as well. Twitter accounts were discovered matching the name as well. This again led to wild speculation that a follow-up to the immensely popular Alien Isolation will be announced at the 2018 Game Awards. Well, we're going to find out next week.
So I know that was confusing, Bri, but I where it said computer game disc software, namely game software. That's what the trademark shows. Like I was quoting specifically what it said in the trademark. Yeah, it actually says that. Yeah, they have to get all technical.
Game software.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've never played the Alien game, but good, great. Okay.
Alien Isolation.
Moving on.
I mean,
Moving on. It's a slow news week, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Brian.
nothing. I got nothing. I mean,
Alien Isolation was an awesome game. Now, Alien Isolation came out in the infancy of the PS4 and the Xbox One. It was, and I played it, it is unbelievably difficult, only because it is so realistic. And so you're playing as Ellen Ripley's daughter, and you're on a ship, and, you know, of course, there's one alien. There's only one alien on the ship, or one xenomorph. And this xenomorph does not come out at scripted times. It's its own entity on the ship. So every time you play it, you could have a completely different outcome. And not only that, but like the androids, if you ever seen any of the Alien movies, then you know that they don't, like, the androids could be touch and go when it comes to how trustworthy they can be. They've all gone haywire, and it is so difficult. I don't think you would like it because there's a lot of stealth involved. But it is so difficult to get around some of these things. It was an extremely difficult game. But it was good. It was a fun game. So we're starting to get possible leaks for the Game Awards. I think this one's definitely going to be announced. Usually when these things are leaked, then it's usually a given.
We do all have PS4s now.
That's a good point. We do.
And we all do have a Nugget stop near us.
Yes, we do.
at least one.
At least one.
So, you know.
No, I don't. What? What are we getting at?
Pick up the original.
Oh.
You said it was a good game. It was realistic. Pick up the original.
Man, I am in the middle of a wild...
Spell it out for you?
I am in the middle of a Wild West shootout and exploring a nuclear Holocaust land.
Yeah, I know.
I don't need to be jumping around a spaceship.
I know. You're a nuclear cowboy.
That's right, I am. Oh, that's an even better title. Nuclear Cowboy. Sorry, Sherry.
I like it.
You've been
no, take that. That's awesome.
Isn't there a song about that? On Nuclear
there is
Cowboy.
now.
Yeah.
There should be.
There will be now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So another game.
We're so popular, people are going to rip off our names for songs.
Hashtag
right,
Nuclear Cowboy. Just add controller thrower, add TC throwers in.
That's right. Throw us a shout out.
Yeah. So more fun game announcements for the Game Awards. I'm very excited for that next Thursday. Once again, you could join us in on all the fun. But we'll probably have to go to bed really early because we all have to get up super early the next day.
Oh, if it's on Thursday night, I'm off Friday.
Oh.
I could stay up.
There you go.
Rock on.
Yay.
Well,
Wow.
speaking about nuclear cowboys, Red Dead Online is being released, and it'll have staged launch from November 27th through the 30th. Those who own the Ultimate Edition of Red Dead Redemption 2 can jump in right now, like today. Like, do it. Well, I mean, finish
After the show.
After the show.
Wait till the show's over, yeah.
After the show. While other players will join in waves until it opens to the public on the 30th. On the 28th, those who played the game day one could join in on the multiplayer. Then on the 29th, it's available who played the game within the first 3 days of the release. And then finally on the 30th, the online mode will be available for everybody. Rockstar says that this is to help with performance issues as the service is still in its beta form. Red Dead Redemption Online will feature co-op missions as well as a competitive player versus player mode. At launch, Red Dead Redemption Online has 5 different player modes, and they are as follows: Shout Out and Team Shout Out.
Shootout. Sorry.
Shootout. Yeah, Shootout. I read that wrong.
Sorry.
My bad. Shootout and Team Shootout. Classic gunfight modes with unlimited lives. Compete to rack up the most kills before the time runs out. Sudden death will trigger in the event of a tie. Whoever gets the first kill wins. That seems pretty cool.
Basic team player deathmatch.
Yeah,
Basic
yeah.
deathmatch.
Yep.
The next one is Make It Count, a true test of resourcefulness in 2 game modes. Use nothing but a bow and a handful of arrows or throwing knives to be the last one standing. With a gradually shrinking player area, there's nowhere to run. So kind of like the battle royale, battle royale, stuff like that. But you're a cowboy. You're a battle royale cowboy. Most Wanted, a tactical race to the top. Every player kill pushes you up on the scoreboard. But watch out. The closer to the top you are, the more points everybody else gets for killing you. Hostile territory. Work in teams to control the land. Capture a territory to start ranking up the points. The team with the most point wins. Or you could win outright by capturing every territory. And finally, name your weapon. Demonstrate your personal specialty in this free-for-all or team-based match. The trickier the weapon you use to land the killing blow, the more points you will get.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Pretty interesting. And I have mixed reactions with this. Okay. Obviously, Battle Royale is like huge. That's what everybody's doing. Like Fortnite, PUBG. I mean, that's awesome. So it would only make sense to include that in the Cowboy game of the century. So the shootout and team shootout, that's kind of cool because that's like the classic, draw your weapon, kill type thing. That's awesome. Some of the other ones are okay, but I mean, I know that they said that this is just like at launch, this is what's going to be available. But I remember like Red Dead when like we were derping around like the 4 of us and we were just like kind of like doing like little missions and side missions and stuff like that. That's what made me really want this game for the online, is because I want to derp around with my friends. I want to take a horse and carriage with like 4 of us in it, and I want to run it off the side of
a cliff.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my trademark move. That's my trademark move.
Like, that's what I want to do. So, I mean, it's cool that they're putting all this game mode and everything into it, but at the same time, I'm like, just give me the basic multiplayer that I've wanted since day one.
Mike is going to explode if you don't let him talk.
It's in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a free roam.
There is a
Yeah.
derping mode.
There
Yes.
is, yeah, free roam. Dirt mode is going to be in there, and
Yes.
there's going to be co-op stories, and depending on your honor, you're going to have different like side quests available, depending on what your honor level is. So, and I'm sure there's going to be forts that you can try to, that you could attack and try to take over like in the old one. So it is going to have the full-on regular mode.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Where we all try to stop somebody from killing people at random.
Because I've kind of sequestered myself from all news from Red Dead because I'm trying to go in like as vanilla as possible. So I'm glad that you cleared that up because I just started playing Red Dead yesterday. Oops.
Yay.
So I like how they're taking your classic online multiplayer games and just making them a little different. Like, you all mentioned the PUBG, the Battle Royale, but this one only has bows, arrows, and throwing knives. There's no guns. Right. There's no,
interesting.
There's no big giant weapons that can kill 30 people in one shot. Mm-hmm. They have your free for all, your most wanted, where the higher up on the scoreboard you are, the more points you're worth, the more points people get for killing you. So that means you're top dog. So everyone now is going to come after you, as opposed to just, hey, there's some random person. Of course, they'll probably do that anyway. But I mean, like what seems like a team capture the flag.
Oh, I love capture the flag.
I mean,
yeah.
No, Destiny only had just 2 teams, right?
Well, Destiny but instead of the flag, it was that orb.
That location, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But so there was a different location. So there's still just different tweaks that they have on all these different modes that have been out for what, 10, 12 years now?
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying that. I think that's just I like how they're just tweaking them just a little bit to make them their own.
Mm-hmm. I like the name your weapon mode because that takes like the people that are really, really skilled at this game. Like I could take somebody out from 30 yards with a throwing knife or something. Like that's where you get the most points. Whereas if you have like a shotgun, you don't get as many points. But if you use like a bow and arrow or something, I don't know. Yeah. I like that. That rewards skill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Well, the big thing is like the one. To make it count, where it's like the battle royale type stuff. Brian, it's bow and arrows and throwing knives until there's loot crates and stuff, and then all of a sudden
it's possible
microtransactions and stuff.
It's possible that you'll find stuff strewn about the map as well.
Let's hope that there's not.
Yeah, I mean,
because you're right, Brian. Like that would be a skillful thing instead of like, oh, this guy's got a rocket launcher and can blow up like 6 guys at once, while this dude has a throwing knife. It's like there is no match.
Right.
So,
have they mentioned anything about loot crates for this game though?
No.
I mean, I'm sure there will be, but I've heard nothing about.
No.
I've
heard nothing about loot crates for them.
No, they might do. I'm sure though. Once the online comes out, they'll probably do like cash bags or something because with GTA 5, they have the shark cards that you can buy. That gives you in-game money. So
you can buy a faster horse, or you can buy the snakeskin boots or something, or
or a Lamborghini.
Or the Lamborghini.
Or DeLorean.
With
Red Dead, I don't think that they would allow you to use any kind of loot crate stuff for like multiplayer games. At least I would hope not.
Yeah, no, I think they reset that. It's Rockstar. They know what they're doing with stuff like this.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's our news for the week. Brian, what games we got coming out? What's coming out this week, man?
Coming out this week, not a lot. Darksiders 3 for the PS4, Xbox One, and the PC. Ark Survival Evolved for the Switch. Floor Kids for the PS4. R-Type Dimensions EX for the Switch, and I Am the Hero for the Switch.
Yeah, still feeling the ripple effects from 2 weeks ago, man.
Well, it's going to be spread out pretty much. I mean, you're not going to have big releases one after another, right?
Yeah.
Although it is holiday season, so you might. I mean, they're definitely going to be getting the better names out right now. So.
Yeah. It's
Well, Darksiders 3. I mean, that's got to be a pretty big name. I mean, that's got to be one that's up there that people are going to be looking for.
Yeah, that's supposed to be. I think some of the reviews, it's getting kind of mixed reviews right now. So we'll have to wait and see what they say. What a lot of the review outlets are saying. But yeah, Darksiders 3. That's one I'm looking forward to. I still need to play Darksiders 2, but that's beside the point.
You can backlog it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm looking. You know what? I love R-Type, and that's I put R-Type in here because this is like a HD remake of R-Type. It's like 2 different R-Type games included, and yes, I love R-Type. I will pick that up.
Awesome.
And I Am the Hero is a beat 'em up type game, with like crazy combos and things like that. So I might look into that as well.
Like a fighting game type, or just like a side scroller.
It's
button masher beat 'em up.
Yeah, it's like a side scroller button masher beat 'em up.
Okay.
Like if we were to talk about last week, like a Streets of Rage type game. All right. Cool. Well, Brian, thank you very much for that. So we're gonna What's up?
Said my pleasure as always.
Alrighty then. So we're gonna do this one section real quick before we get to our retrospective. So as we were saying earlier, last week was Thanksgiving, and the day after Thanksgiving was Black Friday, and Black Friday means deals, and more deals. So just throwing this out there, did anybody pick up any good games or anything, or any other good items over the Black Friday sales events?
I did.
Hands go up all over? All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brian, what'd you get?
Well, I got a new controller.
Ooh.
Because mine were the originals that I got from 4 years ago, so the batteries are pretty much no good. So I literally, it'll last me maybe one playthrough, one gaming session. So they're pretty much plugins now. So I got a nice kind of a charcoal clear, so like you can see the inside, but it's got like a charcoal gray tint to it. So got that. I did get a new pair of headphones.
Nice.
It's an off-brand, but it had a lot of good reviews. I was on Amazon yesterday, Cyber Monday. Nice. So I don't remember the name of the brand, but it's noise cancellation surround sound. So I'm looking for even though it's kind of funny, I have a pair of surround sound headphones that are pretty damn good right now, but I don't know why I wanted another pair.
Because the deal was too good to pass up, right?
Yep.
I mean, I think they were only like 25% off, so it wasn't that great.
But it was Cyber Monday / Black Friday, and that's
yes.
Because it was on sale. You see, you need to get you can pull the woman card now. It's like it was on sale.
Yep, I'll allow it.
Well, actually, I kind of snuck that one into the the cart there.
Nice.
And I got one other thing too that I'm very excited for that hasn't come in yet, but that is a new 65-inch screen TV.
Ooh.
Wow.
So I will officially be 10 inches bigger.
Nice.
Is it 4K or?
It is 4K.
Ooh.
Are you gonna look?
Nice.
Are you gonna look into the PS4 Pro now?
Nope.
You're just gonna wait till next generation. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, unless I can find it for $100.
Yeah,
I have zero reason to get a new one at the end of this life cycle. So
Right.
Yeah.
unless mine craps out on me, which I hope I'm sure it won't. It's been fine this whole time. So so no, just we'll keep that in mind next time.
Yeah, I have a 4K TV, and I don't go for the Pro or anything or the Xbox One X or whatever. Just I'm waiting for the next console generation.
Right.
Nice. All right, Kurt, what'd you get?
I'm poor, so I don't really do a lot of stuff. So the wife decided to get a sound bar for our TV, so we have like sound bar with a subwoofer. So that I haven't set up yet because I have to buy the brackets, which they're only $25, but I still have to wait and save money for it. So there's that, and then I actually was able to score a 32-inch computer monitor
Nice.
on Black Friday. So right now I have two 27-inch monitors and a 32-inch in the middle. So I'm getting larger. And I've officially run out of desk space. Because I used to have four monitors here, and then I got the 127-inch, and then I still had four monitors, and then I got the 227-inch, so I went to three monitors. Now I got the 32 with two 27s, and I'm just like, I literally have run out of space. I mean, the monitors are hanging off the edge of the desk. So
pretty soon, Kurt's going to be like the architect in the Matrix 2.
Yeah, like well, because I have other monitors here, because like the monitor I'm looking at you guys on are a completely separate computer and monitor, and then I've got another one for the server, so I've got monitors everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Sherry.
It's like a drug.
It is. It really is. Okay. Before Black Friday, I was able to score a super awesome, mega awesome, amazing, super cool deal before the Black Friday sales went live. I was able to pick up the Spooderman PS4 bundle for $199.
Nice.
So that was, I was really, really excited about getting that because I had read later on that day in a newsfeed article that a lot of places were already sold out of them, and those were supposed to be for Black Friday, but they decided a lot of places like Target and Walmart and GameStop decided to start selling them early, and they were gone. So I guess I got really lucky. I just happened to be at work when they went live, and I was able to buy one on my lunch break. So that was awesome. And then I picked up Fallout 76 for $40. So I thought I got a heck of a deal on it, considering the game just came out, about a week ago?
Mm-hmm.
Amazon's got it for $35. I was like, wow. Yeah. A lot of people are saying it's due to the mixed reviews about the people that are hating on the multiplayer mode because they are true Fallout fanatics and they want the single player campaign thing. But I don't care. I'm still gonna Fallout. So I got that for $40. So I was excited. I picked up a Monster Hunter Worlds for the PS4 for $15 dues. So that was exciting. I also picked up Dissidia for PS4 for another $15 dues. I picked up Lego City Undercover for $15 dues.
Wow.
Yeah, well, a lot of these are going to be, Christmas presents, so.
But tons of games, though.
But yeah, I mean, for $15, you can't go wrong, right?
No, not at all.
Let's see, what else? Monster Hunter, I like Monster Hunter games, so I was excited that was $15. I said, yep, I'll buy that for $15.
I'll buy that for $1.
I did a lot of online shopping, but I think for like electronics and stuff like that, that was pretty much it, I think. So, yeah. I was happy.
So, well, that's good. That's a lot of good pickups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought
good.
so.
So I've been in the market on sports games lately. So this one was on sale for $30. So I picked up NBA 2K18 for the Switch. That's actually you could download an app for your phone where you can scan your face as a player in the game.
Really?
Nice.
I'll be the fattest, slowest basketball player of all time. What up, you guys? So
name your character Beardy McBeardface.
Yep, that's right.
Yes.
And then I also picked up Monster Hunter World for $15 dues because it's online co-op and sure needs somebody to play with.
I do. It's much more fun with someone else for sure.
And then I also got season 3 of Rick and Morty, so I was able to add that to my Voodoo account.
Yes.
So hooray! And then my steal of the week, So Walmart was selling the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of this game for $17, and through a mix-up, they accidentally included the brand new, just released a couple weeks ago Switch version. And I went to my Walmart and I got the very last copy of Diablo 3 on the Switch for $17.
Wow.
Man,
Nice.
I was very excited about that.
you should be.
So, yep, so those were my pickups.
Nice.
Yeah. So, well, we hope all of our listeners and viewers were able to get some good deals, got lots of games. If you have something that you got a good deal on, feel free to throw a tweet out there and tag us at TC Throwers.
For
All
sure.
right.
Yeah, or just, email us or Facebook us or contact
that
us
stuff.
somehow.
That's right. Call us. Kurt, give out your cell phone number.
555.
800 Trustin.
588-2300.
I need
Yes.
to get that number now. I need to get 1-800 Trustin right now. I need it. Putting that on my list.
All right, so now let us jump into our retrospective. This is the part of the show where one of the controller throwers is assigned a game, a retro game, and the caveat being that the game has to be 15 years or older. And they will research that game, play it if they can, talk about the game, all the fun stuff that they can. So it gives us a little bit of a history lesson on the game. Now, Sherry was very lucky last week. When she spun the wheel, she got the player's choice, I don't know which, wedge of the wheel. So she got to pick her own retrospective game. So GG on that, Sherry. She said she was going to keep it a secret. So now she's going to tell us all about her secret retrospective game.
Yeah. So this is a game that was very near and dear to me growing up. It came out in 1993. It was for the Sega Genesis. Any guesses?
Sonic.
Dolphin.
Wow, what?
I
I
said.
heard bleh.
Kurt said Sonic.
No.
I said Echo.
No, but I love Sonic. Oh, Echo. I have a love-hate relationship with Echo. There was also a very big movie that came out at that time that it ties into. Mike, you have this game.
Oh, okay. Dino Roars.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis in 1993. It was a video game developed by Blue Sky Software and published by Sega for the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis. It was released as part of the tie-in merchandise to the 1993 film of the same name. The game includes elements from Michael Crichton's 1990 novel Jurassic Park, on which the film is based. In 1994, after the financial success of the film and its merchandise, Sega released a sequel video game titled Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. I had both. Jurassic Park is a standard side-scrolling action video game with platform gameplay elements. The end objective is to reach the end of the level using items placed at fixed locations. However, the game features a then uncommon variation in action games, giving players the option of using two characters that played independently to one another. That was such a cool feature, and this is what made me love the game, was the fact that the game is playable as either paleontologist Dr. Alan Grant or as the Velociraptor. Dr. Grant is the default character and can be switched to the Raptor using the player option on the game's main menu. The game has 3 selectable difficulty levels. Medium is default. Hard means more damage taken from enemies who move faster and attack frequently. And easy mode makes less troublesome foes from which relatively little damage is taken. Each player is given 3 lives. When one is lost, the player restarts at the beginning of the level. A game over will reset the game entirely, although passwords are displayed in between levels, allowing the player to continue from a specific level rather than from the beginning. You guys remember the days of passwords? Like, that's like an unheard of thing nowadays.
I legitimately have a spiral notebook full of passwords for games.
Yes. When playing as Dr. Grant, his objective is to navigate through 7 areas of Isla Nublar and make it safely to the visitor center to escape via helicopter. However, he must contend with the various dinosaurs that roam the island, now free of their enclosures. He can use various weapons, including a tranquilizer gun, a stun gun, flash grenades, gas grenades, and a rocket launcher. All of these items require ammunition refills, which are scattered throughout the island, sometimes in hard-to-reach places. His recovery items are a first aid kit, and few of which occur in each level. Now, the Velociraptor can jump higher than Dr. Grant and run much faster, although it can only attack from close range using its teeth and claws. The Raptor's goal is to elude or eliminate the Jurassic Park security guards and corner Grant at the visitor center. The Raptor plays for only 5 levels, however. Along the way, stray dinosaurs can be bothersome for the Raptor, who can knock them out. The enemy guards wield grenades and missiles but can easily overpower the Raptor, although the final level increases the guard's presence and temperament. The Raptor's health item is generic meat, although it has the ability to eat compies to refill its health as well. And compies were like these little tiny green dinosaurs that are just kind of like running around. You could just grab one up and voila. So Acclaim Entertainment and Activision had both bid for the rights to produce the Sega Genesis version of Jurassic Park, but lost to Sega. Doug TenNapel, who created Earthworm Jim, was the lead artist for the development team. The game's animators, this is really interesting. The game's animators consulted experts who worked on the film on how the game's dinosaurs should look. The development team also consulted with paleontologist Robert Baker, who dissected a supermarket chicken to demonstrate the similarities of dinosaur anatomy to bird anatomy. Baker also appeared in the commercial for the game. For the game to reflect the latest dinosaur discoveries and theories, the development team took field trips to museums of natural history and to zoos to observe the feeding habits and physical movements of birds and reptiles, such as ostriches and alligators. So they weren't just making a game and being like, you know what, let's just throw this out there. We don't care how it looks. It's going to be a tie-in to the movie. They really did their research and their homework and really invested time into making it look right and play right, which it really, to me, I felt at that time came out in the game. It was the first game by Sega to be developed using Silicon Graphics computers at the company's new development facility. Such computers were previously used to create computer-generated dinosaurs for the film. The 3D models for the game's dinosaurs were created using stop-motion photography, while a team member was filmed acting out Grant's movements and then was digitized. Many dinosaur models used for the film were sent to the game's development studio, so they could also be filmed and digitized while in motion.
Wow.
Yeah, they really, that's why this is really interesting. A $75,000 Velociraptor puppet from the film was also used for production of the game.
Wow.
The game features artificial dinosaur intelligence that causes the dinosaur enemies to react differently every time a level is played, giving the player a unique experience each time. Now, elements from the Michael Crichton novel Jurassic Park were featured in the game, including the presence of dinosaurs that weren't featured in the movie and the Jungle River level. The game, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still salty that scene was never in the movie.
I know. The game used the film's original planned ending, in which Grant would eliminate the Velociraptors by manipulating the Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton in the visitor center. The game's volcano level was also not featured in the novel or the film. That was more just them going and making their own level. The 1993 development team had been working on the game for 15 months. The game's development had been kept secretive up until that month when the game was publicly unveiled for the first time at Chicago's Summer Consumer Electronics Show. Jurassic Park was the first film-based video game to give players the option of playing as a protagonist or antagonist. The game was released in the United States on August 10th, 1993, and was the first video game to utilize Sega's new rating system, receiving a GA rating. Approximately 25,000 copies were sold within the first week of the game's U.S. release, totaling a record $13.8 million in profit. Now, most of the reviews for the game were very good. There was one that, Rocky Mountain News wrote that the film had all the elements to make a video game classic. Too bad Sega didn't see that. In all of its 16 megabit Spielberg licensed digitized graphically detailed glory, the game still grates, bores, and frustrates. A lot of the other reviews were really, really good. Praising the fact that you could, praising the awesome designs of the main characters and the T-Rex, as well as the cool ability to play as either Grant or the Velociraptor. The great 16-bit video game music that we all know and love from the Sega Genesis, and just, the background graphics and controls. What else? Baker concluded, it's the type of game that even though it is a product of movie merchandising, it's fabulous on its own, a rare find indeed. In 2005, Morgan Webb of X-Play criticized the game as a poor movie tie-in and included it in the show's list of games we wish were buried in New Mexico.
Morgan,
Wow.
how dare you?
Wow.
I'm wondering if he played the same game that we did. And then Game Informer magazine declared the Genesis version of Jurassic Park superior to the Super NES version in a 2012 comparison of the two games, which I have to agree with immensely.
As a Nintendo fanboy and proud of it, I will say that this blows the Jurassic Park Super Nintendo game out of the water.
Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. I never played the one on Super NES, but I've seen screenshots and stuff like that, and I was like, wow.
It's a Wolfenstein
These are
clone.
way different games. Yes.
I remember, in 93, so at that point I had the Super Nintendo and I didn't have the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
And I regretted not owning a Sega Genesis because of this game.
This game was amazing.
This game alone, and just the animation alone, and I am a sucker for 2D animation when it comes to video games. That's why I'm such a big Cuphead fan.
Yes.
as well as Monster Boy, and I remember just like picking up a GamePro magazine with this on the cover just to look at the pictures and read about it over and over again.
Yes.
So I never got the chance to play this, which is why I picked it up when I saw it, or when I had the opportunity to get it when I got my Genesis finally. But man, I did this. I remember playing it once or twice, and I remember it being extremely difficult when I played it.
Yeah, it was not an easy game. I think playing as Dr. Grant is a lot harder than playing as the Raptor, because I feel like you just have a lot more things out there to get you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did beat the game. I think on both settings.
Wow.
As Dr. Grant and as the Raptor. I may have been playing on easy mode, I'm not going to lie, but I do remember beating the game. But I enjoyed it so much that when they announced the sequel, which was the Rampage edition, I was like, yeah, I'm all over that. And that one was a lot of fun, too.
Yeah.
So if you haven't played that one, see if you can find that one, too.
Oh, yeah. So it looks like we're going retro hunting.
Absolutely. I need to pick up the Sega Genesis now, man.
Oh.
I'm watching the playback on the on the stream, and I'm like, man, I want to play that.
It's so funny that like I said, I love the animation in this game, and then to hear you talk about all like the research that went into it, where they actually digitized somebody doing the moves like they did in Mortal Kombat, and they actually used like the puppets that were from the movie. Like it's crazy that they put this much work into it, and that's really cool.
It is. It's really fascinating. I thought that was so cool because when you do play the game, it is very like the movie, you know. And think about at that time in 1993, you know, I mean, this game looked pretty darn good for its time.
Right. Yeah. And I was all about Jurassic Park. I read the book.
Yes.
I read the book
Yes,
like 2 years
I did
before the
too.
movie came out.
Did
And,
you?
oh
nice.
yeah. And I remember reading. I'm like, why is this not a movie? This needs to be a movie. But then I was excited that they made the movie. But then I was kind of bummed out that it was PG-13. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but the scene with Nedry is a hard R in the book. Like the stuff that happens to poor Dennis Nedry, they can't do that on PG-13. But that's okay. It was still an awesome movie. Actually, Kurt, do you have that story time button queued up?
I do not have it any longer.
That's all right.
It's on your side.
Oh, I don't even know if I still have. I don't even know if I have it. But either way, talk to Mrs. Trustin. One of the first inside jokes we had with each other was when the Lost World video game came out for the PlayStation, and you could play as the raptor, and whenever like you killed and ate a person, and if there were other people nearby, one of the guys would yell out, "He got George!" And then that's all you hear when you're killing people is, "He got George! He got George!
Nice.
He got George! He got George!" So Mrs. Trustin and I started saying that all the time. "He got George!" So
Nice.
tell the wife I said he got George, and she'll cry.
I am
Nice.
texting her right now.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, okay. So what we're gonna do now? So thank you very much, Sherry. That was awesome. Glad
Oh,
to.
for sure.
So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. So I guess it's gonna be my turn to spin the wheel. So let me know when you can see it.
Oh, I have to turn on the stream. Hold on.
No, it's in the Skype. You can see it in the Skype.
Oh, I see it in the Skype. All right.
There's
all right.
the
Yeah,
wheel.
cool.
There's the wheel. All right,
I
so
see it.
I'm going to go ahead and spin. So next week will be my retrospective. I added a game to it. Actually, I did this for Kurt. I added Arkanoid. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. all right, so here I go. I'm going to give it a big spin. And my game is...
Oh man,
That was so
that
close.
was close. That was so close.
Wait, what was it almost?
Thrower's choice.
It was almost Joe's choice.
Oh.
That's okay. So my game is The Punisher. If I'm not mistaken, Brian, that was one of your suggestions.
I think it was.
Nice. All right. So, and that's the NES version, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm excited. Always like a good Marvel game. Okay, so now I lost my train of thought. Okay, so let's get into what we've been playing. So, who would like to go first?
I'll
I
go
will.
first.
Oh,
Go ahead, Sherry. I think I went first last week.
It's a race this time.
yeah.
There's that 3-second delay, and then it's like, okay, I'll go. I played one game this week, and it wasn't Minecraft. Wow. Sherry's branching out and playing different things. Ooh. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, so that's probably going to be what I've been playing for a while. I was actually able to stream it on Sunday, and I streamed for about 4 hours, so that was a lot of fun. I did what was it called? It's the drunk mission where you take Lenny into the bar, which is a lot of fun. Yes, that was a lot of fun, and Mike showed me where you go into a room, and if you go in there twice, and how funny that is. So
And you get a trophy.
make sure you explore the bar when you're on that mission, because that's a lot of fun.
And you get an achievement out of it.
Do you really? I didn't even notice. That's awesome. Okay, so I got an achievement out of that, which is great. And then I crashed my horse a few times, which I got a clip out of. Thank you, Mike.
No
Showing
problem.
off
That was
my
awesome.
horse driving skills. I'm sure I died a few times because I tend to do that. And let's see what else. I killed some people because they were talking smack as I was like walking past them or whatever, and I just decided, you know what? Because you can, right? And I had a few bounties on me, or wanteds or whatever, and then they just went away. So I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing the game right now, and what I really, really enjoy is kind of deviating from the storyline and just kind of exploring, because that's what I love to do in an open world setting like this, is just kind of explore and push my boundaries. Like, I was actually driving this stagecoach, and we were crossing a river, and there was an actual, like, waterfall or drop-off right there, and I was like, I wonder if I can go over that. So I did, and I killed everybody in the stagecoach and the horses. Because that's the kind of stuff I think of in games like this. I want to push the boundaries and see how far I can go. Can I do this? Can I do that? What about this? Is it allow me to go here? So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
So when you cross the river, really you're playing Oregon Trail.
Yes. Yeah, basically that's what this game is to me, is Oregon Trail 2019. Well, 2018. Yeah. That's what it is. This is what Oregon Trail would be if it came out this year. So, yeah, I'm enjoying Oregon Trail. It's a great game. And I am really looking forward to getting into the multiplayer with you guys. So, on the 30th, clear your schedules and let's do this.
That might be tough.
No.
I
You're
won't be
doing
in
it.
town. I won't be able to.
You guys are fired.
I'll be visiting you guys.
Did you get dysentery? You're damn right I did. Not Oregon Trail if you don't.
And it wouldn't be the first time you got dysentery.
That's true.
That's true.
That is
She,
true. I did die of dysentery along.
It's one of her many nicknames.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cherry. Yep.
Dysentery.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
If I was alive I was talking to my sister about this when I first started playing the game, and they first opened up that cinematic where the one guy dies and it's winter and everything, and I said, I'm so glad I don't live in this era, because that would be me. I'd be the one dying on the table of, like, dysentery or something, or freezing to death, because I just wouldn't. I'm not cut out for that lifestyle.
Where's my
But yeah,
Kardashian?
Red Dead. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing it. So yeah.
All right, Brian, since you volunteered next.
Well, I also played only Red Dead Redemption,
Nice.
and a lot like Sherry, I kind of avoid the main story as much as I can. Interesting things that have happened. Well, last week I got my first legendary fish, and this week I got my first legendary animal,
Ooh.
which was the buck, the legendary buck, which wasn't as difficult as I thought. The hard part is following the trail to get to him. But it also takes more than one shot to kill him, so that was kind of odd, because I love hunting with my bow and arrow, so I had my bow and arrow out, and he was like facing me, and he looked up, and I shot him, which looked like it was right dead in the throat, and he ran away.
Oh.
And I was like, crap. And then he ran back, and he was running towards me, like I'm thinking, oh my god, he's gonna charge into me.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He ran right past me, and then he stopped, and then I was able to get him again. So the second shot, I got him, and I wounded him enough where he wasn't moving. Then I went and did the mercy kill. But yes, I got my first. So I was very excited about that.
Oh, GG.
Nice.
Yes, that was awesome.
Sweet.
What else? Oh, I had a little run-in with some of the locals where I wasn't paying much attention, and I think I was trying to greet somebody, and I kind of looked towards them, and I didn't look, and I had a head-on collision with the horses. So the guy gets up and he starts talking his trash. So I end up doing the same thing Sherry does, and I pull out my shotgun and bam.
Yep.
And then I go over to his horse, because obviously you have to loot everything, even though you're not really supposed to. And his horse was a racehorse. So, ooh, faster than mine.
Wow.
Kick it
So
to the curb.
I ended up catching his horse and keeping it for myself.
Nice.
So now I have my new horse's name is called Epona 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes. And I also braided its tail and braided its mane, so it's got
Yes.
braids. But I don't know if I like it because it really has no stamina when you are running with a carcass on its back side.
I gotcha.
So the other one was like just your general run of the mill horse, which so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I'm glad I stabled my other one and did it, just let it go. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. But it is nice when you don't have it and you're just racing across the map because you can really get some speed going.
Nice.
There's
Speak-
a challenge where you need to make it from like Valentine to someplace else, I think, in under 5 minutes. So
To
keep
Rhodes.
it-
I did that one.
you did?
I actually beat that one. And there's another one where you have to make it from like Strawberry to St. Denis within like 9 minutes without touching water or something. That's the one I'm on now.
Cool.
Speaking of horses, I tried riding. I really want to play this game in first person mode because I love playing games in first person mode.
Mhm.
And I was trying to ride my horse in first person mode, and I think I got motion sickness because I felt like I was going to throw up. The screen literally bounces you up and down, and I'm just like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I can't really, as much as I want to, I can't play the game in first person mode like every other, open world game that I've played. But I'm really enjoying this. My mustache is growing. It's getting quite bushy,
Nice.
and I'm truly looking forward to the online play.
Yes. Excited.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's it. That's all you played? Okay. I'll go next. So I played some more. Once again, I played Red Dead just like everybody else. I did a lot more exploring. I ran into. I met the Night Folk. I don't know if either of you have met the Night Folk yet, but I hate the Night Folk.
Oh.
I am not a fan of the Night Folk.
Do they touch you and hurt you?
Well, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to ruin anything.
No, they're
But
medieval knights who are dressed up in the iron suits.
Yeah, they're the knights.
Are they the knights? They say knee.
Yeah.
And they require a shrubbery.
Yeah. So I've been I did not have a pleasant experience with those people. So I just did a lot more just running around, just unlocking a lot of the areas on the map. I also got my first legendary animal. I got the legendary wolf.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna blast through a lot of these other ones. I played some more car soccer. Just usual, nothing special.
You like that game. That seems
keep
like one of your
coming back to it.
go-tos.
Yeah. I played some more. I played some NBA 2K19, and I realized that I'm terrible at basketball games, so I won't get into that. I got to switch the difficulty to rookie. Then I also played some more Dragon Quest Builders, working on my castle. So, nice. And then finally I played and I streamed Fallout 76.
Yep.
Did a lot of that. It's funny. I wanted to mention this. I was walking around. And I said on the stream, I'm like, boy, there sure is a whole lot of nothing out here. There's nothing happening, like nothing going on. Literally 3 seconds later, I look up and there is this giant bat, like monster thing that's casually flying above me. And I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, I guess I spoke too soon. But so I was playing that and, I actually had a wanted, so like I was like looting, like in Fallout you just grab everything you can. That was Brian's recommendation. In fact, I'm gonna blame Brian for this. #blame Brian.
All right.
He said just grab every single thing you could find. So I run and I see this camp and I just start grabbing everything, and then like 3 seconds after I cleared it out, I get a message on the screen that says, "You just stole from another player. Now you're wanted." I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't give me any warnings. I wouldn't. So like 10 minutes later, somebody comes along and kills me because I got the wanted level.
Uh-oh.
But it's okay because I didn't lose my loot. I only lost my building materials. So Yeah. So that's what I played. Yeah. I said I was gonna blast through these, so that's what I
Well,
did.
that's fun.
And Pokemon Go. I played lots of Pokemon Go. My son and I met somebody and battled a raid with them, and we got a Jolteon.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Thank you. If anybody wants to stick around after, we're gonna play. Kurt's gonna play. Kurt draws Pokemon after the show today.
Wait,
Thank you for
I am?
reminding me, Kurt.
Wait,
You
I
are
don't-
now.
My tablet's over there and it's not plugged in.
Yeah.
excuses.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Well, that just about does it for this week's episode of the Controller.
Wait,
I
you got-
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. Go ahead. Kurt.
I played some.
I'm so used to going last.
Some things.
I mean, I played more than the usual.
Ooh. He played 2 games.
I played 2 games this week, and actually, the last game that I played, which was today, is a game that I usually play, and I haven't played all week. So of course I played Minecraft today because, yeah, I actually like last week. I think I only spent like an hour on Minecraft. Today I actually spent like quite a time on Minecraft.
Oh, nice.
I did 2 different things today. So I went and seeked out the stronghold to
On
kill
our
the
server?
yes to kill the Ender Dragon.
You
So I
better
did
not do
that.
Without me.
Well, I'm not gonna kill the Ender Dragon, but I know where it's at.
Okay.
So because you don't play Minecraft anymore. So I went and I actually did that. So I went, found out where the stronghold was, did not dig down to it or anything like that, just found where it was.
Okay.
So it's fairly close to our base, believe it or not. It's not
Nice.
it's not horribly far. But it takes a boat ride.
Everything does on our server.
Yeah, because we're like
We're on an island.
like we're literally on an island, like, and then we've got like just islands and islands around us. So it's actually a really cool seed. Like if you play on it, it's like actually pretty cool to go explore. I also found not only a mesa biome, but a mesa spiked biome.
Oh.
Really weird because like instead of just being like a mesa with plains and stuff, there's actually like spikes and stuff and everything coming up. So that was kind of cool. And then I did some more work on my Redstone House. So my Redstone House basically is like everything in the house is redstone. Like when you walk up to the door, there's a button and there's a doorbell that rings. There is sensors, so when it gets dark, the outside lights and the porch lights come on.
Ooh.
And there's going to be switches inside the house for every room to where you flip the switch and the lights turn on.
Ooh, you fancy.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to do like that kind of build to where it's like extremely like just realistic as far as like having to turn lights on and off and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that, and I've just been grinding that, like going to the Nether, getting glowstone, and then of course I need the glowstone lamps, so it requires redstone. So I've been getting redstone and stuff like that. So I've just been grinding that today, and that's like the first time I've actually played on the server for more than like 20 minutes to an hour. So I played quite a bit today, and accomplished quite a bit today. So
Nice.
outside of that, and I also found a place where I'm going to build not automated, but I'm going to build an ice farm so we could just kind of harvest ice when we need it. So I found a good location for that also. Outside of that, yesterday was the first day that I actually played Red Dead Redemption 2. So I like I said earlier, I wanted to start fresh blank. So other than the podcast, I've really been keeping myself sequestered from Red Dead Redemption. I have not really watched too many streams. I'll watch like TC Throwers and I'll watch Sherry's stream, but outside that, I will not go and seek information. I will not go and watch Red Dead just because I want to experience it myself vanilla.
Sure.
And the one thing that Sherry said is that, oh, you will shoot something.
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing is, I didn't. I didn't shoot anything at all whatsoever that I wasn't supposed to shoot, although I did donkey punch my horse.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Yes, you did.
Like, I straight up walked to my horse and just donkey punched it. And I'm like, oops.
I still have yet to do that.
I gotta mention this, and I know, and I don't mean to take this away from Kurt, but I just remembered Sherry, when you were streaming, you walked up to one of the horses, you're like, oh, is this the war horse? Is this my horse? Can I get on the horse? And she like presses the button, and he like, I don't know if I forgot what he did. He like smacked the horse, and the horse just did this ninja kick to Sherry's face.
Yeah.
And went flying back like 40 feet.
That's
I walked
hilarious.
up too close to him, I guess. I didn't even press a button. I just got too close to him behind him, and he just kicked me and I went flying. It was great. I love this game.
So I haven't finished, I guess, the tutorial yet, which is taking quite a while because I streamed for 2.5 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Playing the game.
Yep.
And I'm still in winter.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't think I've gotten out of the tutorial yet, but I'm liking it. I'm digging it. There was only one time. Yeah, I think there's only one time that I actually died, and that was the with the wolves.
I died there too.
Yeah, I think that was the only time that I actually died is when we got to go pick up that one dude who was in the mountains for some reason, which he's an idiot because why the hell would he be all the way down there? I mean, I'm like, as we're walking that way and like as I'm following the dude, like, oh, I'm over here, help me. I'm like, we're walking on these edges and stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell did this dude do to get here? Why would he even go there? Like, it's not like there's shelter there. It's just like he's just dumb and like, oh, I'm gonna go walk on the edge, and then the walk back was like literally 30 seconds.
Yep.
So you're like walking for like an hour through snow, trenching through it, trying to find this dude. 30 seconds later, it's like wolves, and then like another minute later, it's like, here's our homestead. It's like, really, dude?
Video game logic.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Red Dead logic.
yeah, Red Dead logic. So I'm having fun with it so far. I'm very excited to get farther into the game and stuff, and I was gonna play it again today, but I figured everybody was working and stuff like that, so for me to stream it and play it, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna wait. I'll probably play it more off stream, but I was really wanting to play today, and I'm like, well, I should probably stream it, so I played Minecraft instead. But yeah, no, I mean, I've done really good so far. I only died once, and
Nice.
haven't shot anything I didn't want to shoot. I just donkey punched my horse, and he took it like a champ too. He didn't even really move. Like all he did was like, meow. That was
He
about
didn't
it. I was
kick
like,
you either.
no, he didn't kick me or anything. I just went, like straight up walked up to the horse, donkey punched it, and the horse was like, all right, yeah, I probably deserve that. And that was about it. So it was pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Well, thank you, Kurt. I apologize for interrupting you at the beginning there. So
No, it's all right. I mean, you can go ahead and
I'm
the show
so-
whenever you.
yeah, that's it. We're done. You're done. I'm cutting you off. I'm so used to going last. So, but now this just about does it for this week's show. Thank you everybody so much for watching and listening. We really appreciate it. Be sure to check us out on the social medias. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/TCThrowers. You can find us on Twitter. We are at TCThrowers. You can shoot us an email at thecontrollerthrowers@gmail.com. If you're looking to download the episode, you can find us on iTunes and Google Play and at gamerheadspodcast.podbean.com. We are proud to be part of the Gamerheads Network. What else am I missing? Oh, yeah, you can find us on Twitch. We're at twitch.tv/TCThrowers. We air the show every Tuesday night at about 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. That's Chicago time. We do a post show for about 5 minutes now because we're all old. I try to stream on Thursday nights, and I also stream Saturday nights. I do Saturday Night Perlers. Right now, I am working on making the original 151 Kanto region Pokemon. Right now, I am up to number 9. I just finished the Squirtle evolutions, so you still have plenty of time to get in before I embark on this year-long journey that will get me to. I'm not joking. It'll take me an entire year to do.
Yeah.
To get through all these Pokemon in Perler bead form. Sherry, do you want to talk about, since you're streaming up again, why don't you go ahead and tell us where we can find you?
Yeah, so I just started streaming again, like Mike said, from my PS4 for Red Dead. I don't know if I'm going to be having any kind of set schedule or anything right now because with work and everything, it's just kind of been hectic. But I'm at ShareFlow over on Twitch, SHERFLO. So if you follow me, then you'll get notifications when I go live to join in all the horse punching fun.
All right. And Kurt, did you want to let us know about your Twitch?
Sure. So I've been in the transition of building a better studio. So I'm not live all the time on a set schedule like I used to be, but I'm getting there, and bear with me. These streams are now test streams until I get everything perfected, and I think I need to buy 2 more pieces of equipment, and I'll be good. But I am at Never Trustin, NEVERTRUSTIN, and I'm on Twitch, and I will be not streaming from my PS4, but I will be streaming PS4, so I have all the goodies because I actually have a streaming PC with a capture card and everything. Woo. So
I do
that's
too. Mine's just downstairs.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to set up and perfect. So if you can join me, I would really appreciate it. Tell me what's wrong with my stream as far as quality, not as far as how I am as a streamer because I know I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. All right. So that just about does it for this week's show. Be sure to tune in next week for the Controller Throwers podcast. Be sure to give us all the follows. We would love to have you to chat with you next Thursday if we end up doing this Game Awards live watch, social watching, as they say.
Hashtag social watching.
Yep. So until next week, everybody, have some fun, play some games. We'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
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 Did you just take a selfie?
No, I didn't. Actually, I was going to do something else.